Hi, this is Juana Silverio, and I am the host of Jay in Transit. It is a new podcast that I am starting to explore my transformation or journey into connecting in a different way than I've had in the past, whether it be in work, personal, or with me. I am a 39-year-old. I was raised in New York, but born in the Dominican Republic. I'm currently a lawyer trying to spread my wings again, because I've spread them a few times, and deciding that I no longer want to work in corporate America. And I do have a few ideas of what it is that I'd love to explore, but my sense of safety or wanting to be safe all the time has kept me from taking that final leap. So I've made a commitment to myself that the year of 2020 is going to be a year of yes. It's going to be a year of joy, and a year of taking risks, because I want to say at the end of this year that I tried it, and that it is going to take a lot of different definitions. And I'm really excited, and I'm hoping that you all subscribe and join me on that journey. I took a first step in exploring with a friend of mine about what open spaces and mind games, and the mind games / stories that we tell ourselves, and how they get in the way of connecting. And my first episode focuses on how we are successful women and know what it is and when it is that we want to do it, what we want, etc. But for some reason, we've put up a lot of roadblocks when it comes to intimately connecting with a partner. So Open Spaces and Mind Games explores what it is that we've been telling ourselves, what we just have defined open spaces to be in the past, and how we are hoping to tackle 2020 in making new connections and new transformations. So yes, this podcast will focus on connection, but my first episode is with a conversation with me and my friend Rachel on our 3-week tour through Southeast Asia. We had these conversations in a few places, and it was all in an effort to decide, to choose differently, and choose how we are going to tackle our connections in 2020. So we've made this kind of a tradition to travel on the holidays.
Yeah.
How does that... Well, I guess, how did it make your family feel when you first started leaving?
I think when I first started doing it, they were like, wait, what? Because, we've always done holidays together, and barring, moving countries or cities, we always do it together. But I think at this point, they're kind of used to it. They're like, oh, Rachel, you're always gone for something.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of like, eh.
But what would you say your motivation was to start traveling on the holidays?
I think that, I wanted to travel for longer periods of time, and this seems like the way to do it. I was telling somebody that genuinely, when you and I would never forget, because we were on the phone. I had just landed in D.C. I was at, the extended stay hotel with Dolce in wherever, Virginia. And you were like, oh, I'm going on a cruise over Christmas. I'm like, is that a thing? People just travel over the holidays? They don't spend it with their family?
Right.
Life hack. Stuck in my head.
Actually, it has been such an amazing life hack. But I didn't start traveling for the life hack or for pleasure. I found it so difficult to spend every holiday with family. It's just so centered around couples and kids and family, and I'd gotten home from a broken engagement like a few years before that we met, and that cruise around, I don't even know where we went. Oh, the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I don't have to do this. I don't have to sit here and like listen to questions and, you know, suspicions of why I don't bring a man home. And so at that point it just became like a survival tool, and I like gave my family one holiday.
Yeah.
Now it's something that I look forward to.
Yeah.
And like we plan our trip the year before we take it.
And then once it becomes a habit, because like so that first year I had no money, and I drove back home, but like I had just gotten to DC. And then the next year, 2013 Christmas, I had just gotten my first job, and I went home. It was the first time I'd ever have the week off between Christmas and New Year's. I'm like, this is amazing. Then I went home, and it was so boring.
Yeah.
Because nobody else was off for 10 days.
True.
And it was just like nothing to do. I'm sitting on my parents' house. Like I'm like, I will never do this again.
Yeah.
I haven't. Since 2013, it's 2019, about to be 2020. I have never spent like the full break at home, even when I was there for Christmas.
Right.
I'll go home for 5 days or whatever, and for the rest of the 5 days in DC, you realize there's more that you can do than whatever the tradition is in your family.
Absolutely. I think like we have started to build our own tradition, but are we building this tradition as single ladies? Like, how realistic is this tradition gonna be?
I mean, it's a question.
Right?
Yes.
It's a shrimp spear.
Shrimp here, yeah.
These are fish wraps are spicy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
This one handle is spear.
Thank you.
This red chili Vietnamese, so very spicy.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, we say we are open.
What does that mean?
That means, like, if at Ghana there is a significant other, he is welcomed with open arms on the group trip. We're getting our own rooms anyway.
Always.
So we leave space.
Yeah.
Now, is it realistic for the rest of forever to travel over a holiday when you have another person's family to contend with? I don't know.
Or that other person's preferences. Like, what if they wanted to like create the tradition at home and not on a plane? The Christmas Day as normally what I do.
I feel like kids are the game changer there. Because why can't you as a couple? I mean, you're your own family unit.
Absolutely.
Unless it's about his family, then y'all should be able to like go out and lose your back. Ooh, that is spicy.
It is spicy.
Ooh, we were warned.
I don't know. I mean, I say I'm open, but
Are you?
I mean, is it really open to plan 7 trips before the year is out? For the next year? Like, I literally spend the whole year on a plane. Is that open? You know, and you see how I travel. I ain't looking left or right. I ain't trying to meet somebody, you know, at the gym in these random ass places.
True.
You know, these bartenders chatting us up, and I was like, and my drink.
Right. Not feeling it.
So
I mean, that is the question: are we actually leaving space?
Correct.
And space is time. But I also don't think you can live your life in anticipation, right? Like, are you going to leave your space open, and then what if nobody comes and fills it? And then you're on your own?
I think we can redefine the open, right? Like, it's not just like leaving it and then expecting like someone's going to come knock on our door, because that hasn't happened. If that happened, we wouldn't be having this talk.
My UPS guy and I are getting very close.
Oh, wow.
He says, hello, Miss Reynolds.
Okay, so you are on a name-by-name basis.
Oh, yes. Oh, he knows me well. Mm-hmm. He waves when he doesn't have a package for me. And he me outside.
It can't be because you are the queen of Amazon.
Did I tell you I have a hot neighbor?
No.
We did not have this conversation? Girl.
Stop. You're going to have a hot neighbor, babe?
I am walking home in a very cute outfit, let me say. And there's a dog outside. And there's a guy outside with his dog. I have seen him before. I did not know where he lived. He lives like on my corner. And I said hi to the dog, and we start chatting out. We're chatting it up for like 5 minutes. We're talking about, oh, we have to get together. We have to walk the dogs. And I'm like, he's like, oh, I've been here for a few years. I'm like, I don't see any
A few
rings.
years.
I don't know. We never. I feel like I saw him at a neighborhood meeting once. And I need to like walk by his corner again because like I can see his house from my window, which could be awkward, but he's very good looking.
Well, since you're not home, sitting at your window, looking at the corner. Okay, so like, why don't we put an action step around Neighbor Bay?
Well, that's the thing. Like, what is the action step? Am I supposed to knock on his door?
I mean, why not?
I don't know.
What does he can do with that answer?
Like, hi.
Right. I mean, the alternative is peeping out your window and seeing every time he comes outside to walk the dog.
Because I get dropped like up on the corner by Via, and I look by his house, and I've seen the dog a couple times, and I haven't seen him. We needed to make a date. We talked about, oh, we should like get the dogs together. We need to make
Did
a
you
date.
exchange any information?
I mean, I pointed to my house.
Right.
It's literally like,
Again. And he still didn't come knock it down.
right. But like, I mean, potentially for the same reason I don't. Like, that seems so weird. It's like a little kid, like, hi, can Rachel come out and play?
I mean, maybe that's what it takes now.
Maybe.
You know, like a
But Hot
I was
Neighbor
telling
Bay
you that's
is a real thing.
Hot Neighbor Bay.
We had at least a 5-minute intelligent conversation. He
You have
likes
something in
dogs.
common.
Yeah.
I think the action step, not just for Hot Neighbor Bay, but like in general, is that you are going to take that next step if there's even an inkling of
Just what's in the loop?
interest and get the number.
Right.
And actually use the number, not just get the number and be like, hey, girl, I got Hot Neighbor Bay number. And I keep looking at it and I just keep wondering when I'm going to see him come out his house. We're good for that one.
We're good for that. That was easy. So the key is I need to schedule this doggy play day. This is because that's easy. We talked about going to the park. Up the street.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, it can't happen within the next 2 weeks because
No.
we're still traveling.
We're gonna be out here
But
for a good minute.
this is a good action step. You know, and this is how we start creating the open spaces. So I'm going to tell you like my childhood, well, it's not childhood, my childish crush right now.
Okay.
I actually feel like a 7-year-old, okay? Because like I did see, I can't even speak in complete sentences right now. I did see this handsome gentleman.
Okay.
But why do I keep, like, every time I'm in his space, running around like I'm a little girl? Like, I will avert my eyes.
But that's so cute. That means you like him.
Really, does it?
Kind of.
I don't go up and say hi. I walk out the room whenever he's in the room.
You will approach
It's just
people without
crazy.
fear, but you're not pursuing relationships with those people. You're just pursuing
Right.
the thing.
Right. I think that pursuing the relationship
That's
part
different.
is the scary part.
Yeah.
Because I don't...
Because that's real vulnerability.
Exactly.
You're very comfortable with yourself, I think, sexually or whatever else. Like,
Absolutely.
there's no questions there. But pursuing an actual relationship.
Pursuing the actual relationship for me, like, is it actually gives me, like, anxiety. Like, I'm talking about it now, and, like, my heart maybe started racing slightly faster than normal.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting hot. And it's not hot on this rooftop.
It's not hot on this rooftop. It's very clammy on this rooftop.
And so I think that that's my challenge about being open. It's not that there aren't opportunities, or as I said, this, handsome dude. And even if it's not him, he also has some really cute ass friends.
Okay, so speak to me more about this, sir. Is this a carnival friend?
No,
Okay.
no carnival friend. That carnival scene, I told you for some time, I'm gonna have to give it a pause. Because it hasn't yielded me any favors.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, I think the space that we met in makes it slightly awkward, but so I need to create an action step around this. Because as I'm advising you, the worst that could happen is he's not interested.
Right.
And then I just won't be that awkward.
And then it's like, and then that means you don't go out, which we're not going out anyway.
Right.
So it's really
Definitely
no
not going
different.
out. All right, so like I told you, my action step is I'm going to ask for this man's number.
I am going to walk, but the question is, am I going to knock on his door? Or am I going to walk by his house until I see him? I will walk by his house. I can't see myself knocking on his door, I won't lie. It just seems so awkward.
What are the chances that you're going to walk by his house and he's going to be out?
I mean, I think not that low, because like he lets his dog out in the front yard, and I've seen the dog a couple of times.
Okay, so you just have to change the route.
Well, no, I walk past his house. It's
When
just
you
like-
walk your dog?
No, I
Right.
don't walk my dog, girl.
Well, that's the other thing. You're going to make a play date with the
My
dog
poor
walker
dog.
when you don't even walk your dog.
I walk my dogs when I want to walk. They come with. They don't get their own fresh walks. That's why I bought a house with a yard. So I don't have to do that shit anymore.
Well, since there's a man with a dog and he walks that dog,
He puts his dog out in the front yard.
we don't know.
That's why I see the dog. Next time I see the dog, I'm just gonna like pause and tie my shoes for half an hour until he comes out.
Okay, that's a good one.
Gotta come out eventually.
Drop something in his yard. You know, bam, I gotta go over the fence. Is this a rabbit dog?
I don't think so. It was fine. It was perfectly nice. Okay, well, I'll take that action step. And Facebook dating, now that I halfway signed up,
Girl.
keep pinging me. Finish signing up.
So I did not even start, but I clicked on the link and it does show up. So I'm gonna get it together and I'm gonna make up a little profile and
I
figure
guess
this
like
out.
what's the difference between that and all the others? I'm already on Facebook.
Already
Use
on
your
Facebook.
profile.
You already
But you know
see
what's
it.
interesting? Like everybody wants like your Instagram or your Facebook. Like as soon as you're meeting up, like that's like got a lot of my personal information. Like
Well,
that's
it's
just like so
stalker
much
crap.
of my life.
Yeah, it's kinda
And I'm
stalker.
like, I just don't want to share that with you yet. Can we like meet 3 times first before you need to see like my history for the last 10 years?
I mean, you can just continue to say no.
Yeah.
I mean, I've recently had a bunch of friend requests on Facebook
Oh really? From people? How do you know?
from
these
people. I don't. So I'm like, are you asking me for it?
Friends of friends or
Friends
random?
of friends. I'm a random.
I always say no to randoms.
The thing is, I don't even post anything on Facebook anymore,
No,
so
you
that's
don't.
why
You
I
don't.
just started like saying yes, and I was like, okay, so maybe it'll turn into something. Who knows?
Maybe. Who knows where they're coming from?
Yeah, girl. All right, well, here's to 20 more days of reflection
Right.
and figuring out how in transit we actually are.
That's true. We
And
have
so-
no. It's not 20 more days.
Isn't that 20 more days?
No, because we're at 10 days.
Is it 15 more days?
Yeah. 15 more days.
15 more days.
All right.
All right.
Cheers.
And there we go on Open Spaces. So next as I previously mentioned, we discussed mind games and what is it that's keeping us stuck. Enjoy.
So we previously talked about open spaces and how we were looking to create some going into a new year. But some of the stuff that came to mind for me was there were some mind games that we continuously play, whether consciously or subconsciously, that have prevented us from being open.
Right.
Yeah.
When you exist in this, you keep doing the same thing for a really long time, that it's being caused by whatever habits you're putting out there, whatever actions you're engaging in, whatever habits, whatever stories you're telling yourself.
Yeah.
Like, these things aren't just happening in a vacuum.
Right. So, what kind of mind games or stories have you been telling yourself around dating, since that's one of the things that we were talking about before?
Man, mind game or story I tell myself around dating most is how hard it is.
Yeah.
It just feels so difficult. And it's like, God, wouldn't it be easier just to not? And then if that's your mindset going into it, guess what? You ain't done. You ain't done, it turns out. So, yeah, I think just like the actions that you have to take in order to just open yourself for dating, to actively date. I have told myself, man, doesn't that sound exhausting? Wouldn't I rather X through Z, right? Or A through Z. Like, there's a lot of things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it's hard part is probably one of the biggest stories I too have told myself. When it comes to men specifically, though, I think one of the biggest things that I had to catch myself over and over again to myself, with friends, because whatever, I tried failed, is that men are trash. And,
that's a lead to you not dating. Because who wants to involve themselves with trash?
With trash.
Take that shit out.
And one thing that smacked me in the face a few months ago was there was someone who wasn't serious about.
Yeah.
And I was retelling a story to him about how me and my girls were talking about men, and he was like, "Oh, okay, so when was I trash? The minute you said let's fuck, or before?"
Right.
And I was like, "Yo, that's deep." And going back before that, and I really have told myself many times.
So was the answer after? Before?
It's just almost. Well, he's a man.
You just spend time with him.
Whatever that time meant, but I do think that it did shape what that time meant, or what that time looked like. And when he really put it back at me with mirror words, I was like, you are absolutely right. Maybe I am attracting trash, because am I putting out trash energy? Like, this man didn't come to me like trash, but
are you just thinking they're all trash regardless, and therefore accepting trash behavior, or even being attracted to the trash behavior? Because you might as well go for whatever you want regardless, because they're all trash anyway.
Right. No, I for sure know I do not enjoy trash behavior. Right. I think like you, how we started this conversation about how it's so difficult. We tell ourselves it's hard. I think it's easy to say men are trash so that you don't, have to put yourself out there, put actual real effort, or really take responsibility for things never going from hello to a relationship. It's just easy. And I just don't want to do the easy route anymore. Like, I don't know if it hurt his feelings, but it definitely didn't make me feel good to, think that I'm going around labeling a person before I even give him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, it's a good point, because not choosing to put forth whatever effort is required to get them to a relationship. People are starting relationships all the time. It's clearly doable. The fact that we are not doing it is something that we are doing.
Right.
Or something that we are attracting, the people that we are attracting are not doing, right? But the common denominator is always going to be us.
Correct.
Or you are the common denominator.
Right.
Always. And whatever's happening in your life.
Always.
If it's happening all the time, it is you.
It's me. Right.
So, and I think that's the thing. It's not having to put yourself out there, protecting yourself it's just so much easier.
Absolutely.
And I don't really enjoy high highs and low lows, right? Like, I like to be even.
Yeah.
I like to cruise if I can. And like, that's my natural, like, I'm a pretty even person. That's why it's been hard for me, I think, going through this like physical transition when the hormones were going insane, because it was like I did not feel like myself. I was pissed, I was sad, I was horny, like I was just
all
up
of
and
the
down,
things on this pendulum.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this human being inside my body? Like, please calm down. It was the most.
Yes.
But yeah.
So what story are you trying to tell yourself now going into a new year? And I just also want to qualify it that yes, we are discussing going into 2020, but like I'm not actually looking at it as a 1 year thing.
Right.
It's so short-sighted.
It's like, what are the things you want to do differently to get to the places you want to go?
Yeah.
Like the new year is just, and to me, like
it's just a stepping
time
stone
that like has you reevaluate, but it's virtually meaningless, right? Like you can start a new thing whenever,
right?
And
it doesn't have to be a Monday. It doesn't have to be the first or the second. Yeah.
But I do think, it's a time of reflection. And I have been, in the last few years, like, pushing myself beyond what's easy, right? Like, it took a change of mindset for me to, like, push for, like, career advancement. That wasn't really what I used to be about. Like, and I would take the career things I wanted, but to really push and argue and keep bringing it up and be awkward and tell people that I'm upset was difficult for me. I did that at this job for the first time, and like not take no or maybe or later for an answer, to the point where my boss, when the time finally came, she's like, I already know what you're gonna say, don't worry. I already, like, because I brought it up to her monthly because I never know where to go, and like it took me something to like get to myself and say, okay, it would be easier to be content where I am, but that's not what I want. And I think like also pursuing graduate school is another thing. Like it could be easy, like I could go along. I have for a long time. I'm 35, right? Like,
right.
This is not the typical time when I go back and does this.
Yeah.
But it's something that's been a goal and something that I want. So I'm trying to like push for the things that I want. And I think as far as this, the story I'm trying to say is like, put at least as much effort into this as you put into other things, right? Like be deliberate.
Yes.
Make the choice to try.
Yeah.
And like, you can't guarantee a relationship, but you can guarantee dates.
Yes,
right? Like,
you can guarantee dates.
Right. If I say yes, the people are there. Like that's not a struggle.
If you set a time and a place,
right,
the person will show up.
And so that I can control, and how much I like them when I meet them, that we have to wait and see. But that's what I'm trying to like be as intentional about this as I have about other things I wanted in my life. When I wanted a house, when I wanted to move, when I wanted a certain career, like I have gotten those things when I like really like set my mind to them.
Yes.
And so that's the story I'm trying to tell myself. Like if this is a worthwhile goal,
yes,
treat it like that.
Yeah.
I've always disdained people whose goal was relationships or marriage. And I think that that's really, it's two things. One, it's a product of my upbringing in that I was taught that sex is only for marriage and that the goal basically of your life should be to be a wife. And I reject that. But I also think it's incredibly arrogant of me to disdain people who go after what they want.
Yeah, because that's a goal. That's I'm not saying a goal, but a life choice,
right, exactly.
Just like any life choice
like
that you have made
choice,
alone.
Right. And I always used to be like, ugh, really, you can't strive for something better? But it takes sacrifice and work to maintain a relationship. And there are a lot of people who have made that choice. And good for them. And they have the things that they want. And so I think that I just would always kind of look down on it, like, oh, you can't go for something better. And I'm definitely rethinking it.
You're redefining that story. Yeah. I think a story that I'm trying to redefine is that I don't necessarily have to take the path that is expected of me. And I think for a long time it was the safe route. It was not certain in that I couldn't get fired or not pick something else, but like I knew that what I did in stage A was going to be well in stage B, that I was going to get a check every week, every month, every 2 weeks, etc.
Yeah.
And so it just kept me in a certain box, and it's made me extremely risk averse in a lot of different areas of my life, to the point where I have felt like I'm stuck. And I'm only stuck because those are the things or the parameters that I have chosen to live in. No one has decided to stick me in there. And so I think the story I am trying to write for myself going forward is that I wanted to say that I tried it. And if it fails, great. If it works, how amazing will that be? And it'll be in a lot of different senses. It'll be in finances. I want to try it, in ways that I've never tried it before. In business, career-wise, what does that career look like? That's not, me sitting at a desk 9 to 5. So I'm excited about that.
It is. I mean, and locking yourself into like preset parameters. When I have made major changes in my life, it is when I couldn't tolerate whatever it was anymore. And like I haven't reached that point in my singleness, I don't think, right? I have always like, for the most part, managed to like be happy and like create a life for myself. Which is part of why I think I haven't been quote unquote desperate enough, which is a negative word, to just be like, go for it. But you don't have to reach that point to go after something that you want. You can like pursue, and I think I would hope that be more successful in a romantic relationship if you pursue it from a place of being happy on your own. Like it shouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm so lonely, I will take anything.
Yes.
And that's not where we are.
And that is such a good point, because I, for a long time, said to myself, that I was extremely content being single. That hasn't changed, but there have been moments that I know that it is easier to share with somebody. And the times that I have denied myself that are the times that I have been led to my most depressed or times of despair, right? Because I have denied that even though I enjoy being single, I too enjoy companionship.
Right.
Shit, I enjoy sex, and I would love to know where that dick is coming from every day.
On the regular. You can depend on it. It knows what you like.
It knows what I like. I don't have to tell it, no, this is not what works.
Right.
Okay? Or shit, maybe I honestly really love, knowing that I can come home and I don't have to explain myself. And, you're going to understand, leave me alone.
Right.
Or I want a foot rub. Or tonight I really want to go out. And so I think that has been some of the barriers, if, for lack of a better word, that have gotten in the way of, yes, I'm content being single, but sometimes I'm just not.
Right, and you don't have to. I think the strong, independent woman, particularly the strong, independent black woman, stereotype says, I can do battle by myself, I'm good all by myself, all those things. And, that might be true, but, is that what you want? Just because you can, is that, the ultimate? We're not out, like we said earlier on the beach today, when we were not being served food and drinks on a regular basis. We had to get up and walk together.
We had to walk together.
Are we trying to survive or are we trying to thrive?
Right, sis.
Right.
We're trying to thrive.
We're trying to thrive. And, thriving for me is getting all the things that, I can get on my own and having somebody to share that with. Add a plus. There are sacrifices to being in a relationship, but I think a good relationship is a plus in your life.
Amen.
And you don't have to be enough all by yourself. You don't have to be good all by yourself. It's okay to meet people. Thank you. Do you have any butter?
I co-sign on that.
Garlic butter? Okay. Sorry, the shrimp came.
And you're gonna eat them. And we need butter.
But yeah, I think it's an important lesson for me.
Okay.
Just because you can be good alone doesn't mean you have to be.
Amen. Yeah, for sure. For sure, yes. And I do think that it's important not to just write that story for you or for me. But I felt like one of the biggest lessons as we ended 2019 and went into 2020 was that young girl that stopped us on our way to the lanterns.
Right.
And the story she was telling herself
about a guy she really cared about and who really cared about her, and the barriers that she put up because she couldn't see how it could work.
Because she couldn't see how it could work.
And I get it. I very much get it. But like, I think that paying attention to the barriers rather than the possibilities can lead to, you know, missed opportunities.
And
why isn't that opportunity to find love and companionship as valuable as any other? Like, think about what you want for your life.
Yeah, and I just, you know, I did find myself going into major Captain Save-A-Home moment there. But real talk, I just would hate for this 24-year-old beautiful spirit who has so much opportunity and hope just to just pass it away because she thinks her life has to look a certain way and things have to be ready. As you kept telling her, you don't have to be ready or have, you know, XYZ lined up to also take this
and I
leap.
always thought that when I was younger. Like, it's like, okay, these are the things I need before I'm ready for somebody else.
Yeah.
And I just think, like, you can choose to grow together. You don't have to be perfect.
Correct.
Or what?
And even when you go together, you won't ever be perfect, but you'll be perfect for each other at that moment in that time.
Right.
So, yeah.
You can lean on each other and be what each other needs. So, that's my hope, I think. But the new story is treat this like anything else you want in your life. Go after it. Put forth effort and then see what happens. Like, I've already proven that I'm okay. But that's not what the goal is not okay.
Amen. The goal is not okay.
Right.
And so our new mind game, and it's not going to be a game, it's going to be a new story.
Right. Our new story is going to be, I'm going to try.
We're going to try.
I choose to try. And then we'll see what happens from there.
And we'll see what happens from there. Great. I can't wait to check in and see how that has gone for you. Mm-hmm. It's 364 more opportunities, days to create infinite opportunities. It doesn't have to be one opportunity per day.
Right, exactly.
And so, cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Woo, yeah, that was deep, and I've since come back. I am back from Southeast Asia, thrust back into the real world, and I've been doing a lot of reflection. Recently had a conversation with my coach about redefining some of those stories and mind games and words so that I'm very clear when I am connecting what it is that I am looking for, what am I envisioning it, and will I be able to explain it to the person that I connect to? So this is definitely a stay tuned, because we will be looking into many more of these topics, and I'll be checking in and letting you know how it's been going for me. So thank you so much for tuning into this first episode, and be sure to subscribe.